Hello, fellow delegates. Thank you for joining us here today to discuss our concerns about climate change. As Prime Minister of Denmark and chair of this conference, I am here to speak on behalf of my citizens as well as propose a treaty that can help reduce the effects of climate change. To start, let us discuss some of these effects. The excess of CO2 in the atmosphere causes heat to become trapped in the earth, not only rising global temperatures, but also causing more precipitation due to the increased rate of moisture entering the atmosphere. The increased temperature causes more droughts and causes ice caps to melt, which leads to higher sea levels. Each country in attendance today has experienced some of these effects, and each one has their own toll. In order to protect ourselves from climate change, we all must take accountability for the role we play. Each nation has to make sacrifices. Since the amount of CO2 that is released in the atmosphere is such a large contributor to climate change, each country must make plans to reduce emissions. But some countries must make specific goals. Since China and the US are the world's industrial leaders, these two must make plans to reduce emissions by at least 20% by 2014. This gives both countries 5 years to achieve this goal. The EU has already agreed to make plans to reduce emissions, but they must reduce by at least 15% by 2014 because these countries collectively do not produce as much emissions as the US and China do. But we are understanding and willing to make compromises. For the countries that support the treaty, we are willing to provide foreign aid to help countries develop a plan as well as execute this plan. This treaty will also allow a grace period for up to 2 years for countries that have not met their goal by 2014, but only if they've met at least 50% of their goal. For example, China and the US may only utilize the grace period if they have cut emissions by 10%. Thank you all for listening. I hope you all will consider partaking in protecting our future. We must reverse the effects of climate change that we have already endured and prevent them from causing more damage than they already have.